Harry Golding, and another one was, a later one was Cecil Lyle, you know. We used to do, we weren't allowed to say them, but I don't think they bother today.
And which is your favourite, do you think?
Which my favourite head? Abraham Lincoln, I don't know why, whether it's because he was free, you know, was helping to free people, but He's always been my favourite. And George Washington, they're the two favourite heads of mine.
Why do you think you get so involved with them then? You said then that it was because they helped to free people. Do you think of them as real people when you...
Well, I think so. I think you try to put, you know, into how people see them. You try to put into your work what you see and what you think these people are, you know, and how they know them and that.
They look very lifelike. How do you manage to get this spark of life into them, do you think?
Well, the wax is very, you know, transparent, and you mustn't lose that, then that's why you mustn't use too much, you know, paint. You know, you've got to bring the wax out and let the colour sink into it.
This comes with experience, does it?
Yes, yes.
You seem very close to your work. Do you ever think of real people in terms of skin colours and things
Yes,
like
I
this?
do. I find myself looking at people in the train when I'm travelling up of a morning, you know, and at people's hairs on the hands, you know. And some morning I think, well, somebody's going to ask me what I'm staring at, you know. But it does play, you know, an important part, because we didn't used to colour like this years ago. It was more like the wooden doll type, you know, when we first started.
Have methods become more sophisticated, do you think, over the years?
Well, they've become better, you know, whereas we bring it right out now and get the features coming right out, you know. We really do get a 3-dimension on them, whereas they used to be a bit flat looking, you know, and no life in them much. But as the years go on, you know.
Is there anybody left you would like to do you haven't had a chance to do yet?
Oh, I don't know, I think we've done everybody as far as I know. In the way of, you see, because every time a new president or a new prime minister comes in, we get those, you know, to do, and new statesmen who are popular and that.
They've all passed through your hands?
Yes, sometime, or the other murderers, you know, kings and queens, you know. Yeah.
Right. Joy, you're fairly new to the wax business. What problems have you encountered so far?
Oh, quite a few. Some of the more amusing ones are things like phoning British Rail because we'd lost a consignment. And when they asked me what the consignment or the crate contained, they thought I was quite mad when I told them it was Frankenstein's legs. And this kind of thing happens all the time, of course, when you're dealing with figures of famous people. We tend to refer to them by their names and treat them almost as human beings, and we tend to forget that other people outside the industry don't see it this way at all.
Well, I don't blame you for treating them almost like human beings, because they look almost like human beings. How do you manage to get things like eyes and teeth and hair to look so real?
Well, we've searched over the years, we've searched all over the world for the most realistic effects to use in our figures. The eyes we get from East Germany, they're optical eyes. We have great difficulties, of course, with customs getting them into the country, but these are the best ones that are available, so this is where we go for them. Hair, we always use real hair. We buy it in London by the pound in all kinds of colours. Then, of course, it has to be mixed because nobody has hair of one colour. It's a mixture of colours, so it all has to be mixed and carefully matched to photographs or samples before it's used in the head. Teeth are the same kind that are used to make up a set of false teeth for you or I.
Why do you think wax museums are still growing in popularity?
I think it's because people like to mix with the mighty, if you like. Instead of having canned entertainment thrown at them, they can appear to join in, they can mingle with the well-known personalities.
But why are your museums in particular so popular?
I think this is because we try very hard to make the figures as realistic as possible, plus making an atmosphere. It's no good just standing a row of beautifully made wax figures in a line. This just means nothing. They're very good and people can appreciate the work that goes into them.
Well, finally, with the wax business booming as it is, where do you go from here?
We just go on and on to bigger things, I think.